Now, one of the things about the EPBC Act is it's given rise to perhaps the biggest example of hypocrisy in this country, and that is the moratorium on nuclear energy. We have some of the richest uranium reserves in the world. We export a ton of the stuff all over the place, but can we use it here? Nope. Why? Because under the EPBC Act, it's banned. So we can send it out for the rest of the world to use, but we impose a self-inflicted ban domestically. So I want to know what kind of wacko green logic prevailed there, because nuclear solves a lot of the climate battles that seems to divide both sides of politics. It appeases the ideological camps in this world of climate warfare. So if you want a decarbonised grid, you want to reduce emissions, well, nuclear ticks that box. You want reliable and cheap, affordable energy, nuclear ticks that box too. So Liz Storer, why does the lunacy of this moratorium continue to prevail? We need common sense to revolutionise the thinking in Parliament, because we're denying ourselves jobs, we're denying ourselves economic prosperity on the basis of a ban that is 20 plus years old. Should we be reviewing it, Liz?
Absolutely. Please review it. Stat. Nuclear is used by over half the world's population. It services 30 countries. Australia, not only, like you've already mentioned, has the biggest uranium deposits in the world, we also are the only G20 country, this is so embarrassing, the only G20 country that has a ban on nuclear. We are talking about the gold standard of power here: affordability, reliability, environmental sustainability. It kicks every single ball out of the park. If you're talking about what you want in power in Australia for the generations to come, and the fact that this was in 1998 banned by the Howard government, not that we had any here to ban, but wanted to ban any future prospect of it, to appease the anti-nuclear lobby of the time. And now here we are, decades later, people wanting to ban coal, ban emissions, and we're bending over backwards to make these lobbies happy. It is absolutely ridiculous. I couldn't agree more with you. The sooner we get nuclear off the ground, the better.
I want to go around to the others quickly here, because Raf, I presume a revisit of the EPBC Act from your point of view wasn't about revisiting nuclear, but would you be open to it? Is this something that Labor might consider?
Look, these pieces of legislation are reviewed on a regular basis, so no doubt through that process there will be inputs at some point. I think on the issue of nuclear, though, I'd simply say, look, as we get closer to our national conference, I mean, these issues do come up on a very regular basis, and it wouldn't surprise me if there was another push to sort of look at this issue again. I think Liz's point is spot on about making sure that we keep the cost of living down. We need to think of ways and be very creative, and not just about nuclear, but other modes of electricity and energy, of putting downward pressure on cost of living for households, because quite frankly, right now, people are struggling and they really do need a lot of help.
Here. Now, James McGrath, quickly, you're all in on nuclear, I understand. The EPBC Act review, has that taken place, or is it currently happening?
Yeah, it's still underway, is my understanding. Yeah, I'm a big supporter of nuclear energy and a big supporter of digging up those large deposits of uranium that are to the west of me here in the northwest of Queensland.